G'day lovelies, welcome back. Alright, today we've got another old school perler, apricot rice chicken. An all-in-oneer, absolutely love it. Need bugger all ingredients, easy as, feeds 4 to 6, oh hell yeah. I'll write the recipe below. Alright, so we're supposed to have roughly 1.8 kilo of chicken legs, which is roughly 12 chicken legs. I have 2 kilo here today. Oh my god, she's got more instead of less. So hopefully it won't stuff it up. It probably only ends up being an extra 2 chicken legs, but I'm going to do it with 2 kilo of chicken. Now I'm using chicken stock, but if you don't have chicken stock and you can't get to the stores, vegetable stock is fine. And if you don't have either, you can absolutely use water instead, because before the chicken stocks were easy to get like that, I used to use water. Now we need 425ml of apricot nectar. I've got a 405ml can there, so that's just going to have to do. I have got a 40g packet of French onion soup. Oh ho yeah haters, I'm putting in the French onion soup. Mate, if you don't like French onion soup, don't put it in. But if you want something awesome, whack it in there. On my apricot chicken, so many people are like, oh you lost me at the French onion soup, and it's like, oh well. We grew up on French onion soup. Do you know how many different things you can make with French onion soup? You know, there's a video probably in that. How many things I can make with French onion soup? Okay, so we need 2 large brown onions. I've got 3 medium to small ones, so they're going to do. Alright, you can have a couple of cloves of garlic crushed. I'm just going to use the jar garlic as always. And we want a couple of teaspoons of grated ginger, if you can afford to get it fresh. Otherwise, these jar ones, you'll find them in the baking aisle with the garlics. And for about $4, $4.20. Why wouldn't you, rather than missing out if you can't afford like ginger, like, oh, there's no way I could afford it. So 2 teaspoons of fresh or jarred ginger. I have got some beautiful fresh parsley out of the garden. I'm very lucky. If you don't and you can't get it, if you've got some dry parsley, you can always whack a little bit off that in at the end. And if you don't have any parsley, it doesn't matter, the family's not going to care. And last but not least, the rice. Okay, so today I am using Australian jasmine fragrant rice because that's what I've got. I don't even know if it's long or short grain. I can't tell. It looks like it's an in-betweener. But honestly, use whatever rice you've got. Rice is rice. I know, chefs are going to go, oh, rice isn't rice. Well, it depends. If you're at Aussie's girl's house, whatever rice is in the cupboard is rice is rice. Alright, this is so simple to put together. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, which is really unusual, I know, is we're going to take the skin off of all the chicken legs and throw the skin away. Then we want to slice our brown onions up nice and thick. Alright, so I thought I'll just show you how I end up skinning these legs the easiest way. So you just get the skin, pull it down. Alright, then when you got it down near the bottom, just grab the scissors, your cooking scissors, food scissors, and just keep cutting, and it'll go around and cut it off. And then you just got the skin bit left on the bottom of it. Alright, so just pull it down. You know what this reminds me of? Back when I was a kid and I'd have to skin rabbits with Dad after we went and trapped them or shot them. I don't know, it's weird. Lately there's heaps of things, music and all that, that's been reminding me of Dad when we were young. I might have to give him a call after this, I think, make sure he's okay. See? Just like that. Alrighty, I've chopped the onion nice and thick, I've skinned the legs, I've chopped up the parsley, I've cut the French onion soup ready to go. Just going to open the can of apricot nectar and we are ready to rock and roll. Okay, so now what we need to do is get out a really big frying pan with a lid. Alright, we want to heat our pan up to just over medium. I'm just going to put roughly a tablespoon of olive oil I'm using, but you can use any oil you've got. So what we want to do now is we want to brown our chicken legs all over. So we're going to have to do them in batches because they're too many to do at once. So once we've browned them all over, we want to put them on a plate with paper towel. Okay, now we want the other tablespoon of oil, roughly 1 tablespoon. Onion. Now you want to add your 2 cloves of garlic crushed or 2 heaped teaspoons of jar garlic, 2 teaspoons of grated fresh ginger, or I do only level ones when it's the jar one, 2 level teaspoons. Alright, I want to mix that through and toss it around until the onion just starts going brown. Alright, now once we've got our onion just browned a little bit on the outside, we want to add our apricot nectar. Alright, now we add our either 1 cup of chicken or vegetable stock or 1 cup of water. Now because I've got a couple of extra bits of chicken, I'm going to just do another half a cup of stock or another half a cup of water if you're doing the extra bits. Sprinkle on our French onion soup mix. Alright, stir that all through. Alright, once we've got that stirred through, we now want to add our chicken back in there. Then we want to simmer it with a nice gentle simmer with the lid on for 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes is up and I've just taken the lid off. I've had to turn it down just so it doesn't steam up the camera. Okay, so now we're going to put 1 cup of whatever rice you've got in. Call that ESP, eh? Alright, and we just want to mix that through gently. Alright, once that's done, I'll just turn them all over. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to bring it up to a simmer. And we want to simmer it with the lid off. And we want to, like, you know, get in there and really stir the bottom just like that through the chicken. And you want to do that every 4 to 5 minutes or so until the rice is cooked. Alright, that took exactly half an hour, stirring every 4 to 5 minutes. Alright, turn it off. Alright, so we want roughly a tablespoon of chopped parsley. If you've got it out of the garden, just give it as much as you want. Mate, she is a little perler, tastes awesome, filling as, will feed the whole family, freezes really well. Alright, I just want to talk about a few little tips. Now, I had reasonably small chicken legs, so they were just cooked perfect at the end. Now, if you've got bigger chicken legs, so you got your 2 kilo chicken but you got less legs because they're a lot bigger, when you're browning them, don't be afraid to half, if not 3/4 cook them. Because it's really hard to overcook a chicken leg, but it's really easy to undercook one. So when you're browning them, don't be afraid to half cook them. Now when it comes to the rice at the very end, okay, so you're getting near the end of your cook. Mine turned out perfect last night, but there's been a few times where either the chicken's not quite ready or the rice is not quite ready. So when you get right to the end, and if you have that problem, all you do is add a little bit of your either stock or your water. Mix that through and put the lid on, okay? Cook it for a few minutes, lift it up, mix it around. As soon as the rice is cooked or the chicken is cooked, take the lid off, cook it for a couple more minutes and you're all done. It's just sometimes you might need that little extra bit at the end when you have to put the lid on just to cook whatever through properly. So I just wanted to let you know that in case you got to the end. It's not a big deal, it happens a lot. You can just add a little bit. I just didn't do it at the time because mine turned out good this time. So have yourselves an awesome night and I'll see you all on Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Toodles!